Marriage Unscripted Podcast. Talk that real, talk that real. Marriage Unscripted Podcast. Keep it honest, keep it real. Keep it real. We laugh, we cry, we learn it through the mess and the bliss. Unscripted Podcast. That's what love sounds like.
I have to share something with you. This man right here had a birthday on yesterday. Y'all help me wish him a happy birthday. He is, I'm not going to tell your age, but, you know, but just help me wish him a happy birthday. I am so thankful to God that he has made it to this many years. I'm so thankful to God that he has allowed me to be in his life. And I'm just thankful to God that he is healthy. He's still handsome. He's still all the things, right?
Great.
You know, he's aging gracefully. Okay. So y'all just help me wish him a happy, happy birthday. Listen, welcome back to Marriage Unscripted Podcast. We are so excited that you're here. Marriage Unscripted is where we're talking about real things. We're having real conversations, not only about marriage, but about dating, about engagement, about just life in general, how it affects us in our relationships. And so this is something that
all about relationships
and the fact of the singleness so that you will be able to thrive in relationships. So listen, we're so excited that you're here with us. We do have a little bit of an announcement. We are going on a rest period because I think it is important for us to heed what God is telling us. We have plans, but we've got to go before our Father so we can share with him. He may be doing something different. He may want us to pivot a little bit. And so we got to be in tune with that. And so I just want to just encourage you that we will be back.
Real soon.
We will be back really, really soon. But look, take this season. We've done so many episodes, but take this season, rewatch them, comment, like, subscribe, all the things.
Yep,
and
hit
just
all
share
the
with
likes
us.
and thumbs up and make sure you make a comment if you want to. Do it all.
Look, this is my in-house marketer. I love him. So listen, just do all the things. So that, and just comment, because we want to hear from you. We want to be able to speak on things and speak on topics that really have an interest in you. We have been married for almost 20 years, and so we're out of the dating phase. We're out of that. We see things and we're like, oh, that's not that. We got to talk about that. We gotta bring that to our people, right?
And in the comments, if you want us to talk about a specific topic, put it in the comments.
We'll do it. Listen, I don't know now. Might be an opportunity that we collaborate together. Ooh, see, it might be that you come on our podcast episode and we just have a conversation. I'm all for it because we like to talk, especially this one right here. He loves to talk. He may act shy, but he does love to talk. So listen, so we won't want to delay. We left off our conversation about marriage and about expectations. And I think it's important that we go forth and start really diving deeper in what the expectation looks like. We talked about the fact that one of the biggest faults of a relationship failing is the lack of communication.
Yes.
The lack of communication. It's not so much as in marriage. It's a lot in the marriage, but it's also in other relationships. It's parental relationships. It's working relationships. It's communication. And what I always say, if you want to learn how to communicate and you want to learn how to communicate with God's people, you need to learn from the Creator. You need to learn from God himself, because when God communicated,
he communicates.
He communicated now.
Yeah.
Now you don't just.
You might not listen, but he communicates.
There you go. You either take what he asks you to do, and you are obedient, or you do not. So that's the choice, and that is the free will aspect. But we won't get into that because that's a whole sermon. And listen, We got a whole lot of free will, but we also have the free will to be better communicators. So we talked about last time about expectations. So, and we shared our expectations of each other, and we also shared expectations about how we are to communicate with, that person that we want to, that we're thinking that we want to
be with.
Yep. And so part of this, I want to kind of go with the point of, do you communicate, or have you communicated with God about your expectation? What are you expecting? What are you thinking? Do you communicate with God? He has an expectation for us to be obedient, right? To do what he says. But do you have an expectation with God to say, hey, I want X, Y, and Z. I want this person. I want somebody to love you. I want somebody to honor you. I want somebody to stand in the gap for you, and to learn and to know how to love me. And the only way that they know how to love me is by
they have to ask for it.
They have to ask for it.
They have to ask for it, and if you ask for something, don't rush it. Don't think you will get it right. It's not instant.
Yeah.
But eventually it will show up.
Yeah.
In due time.
Yeah. Did you ever have a communication to God about who you wanted to be with?
I communicated with God with someone that was family oriented, that's gonna be there for me, because I do have a young. When we met, I had a young son, so that's what I communicated to God with.
Now, do you think that God gave you what you communicated, or you went after desires of what you wanted?
No, I think he gave me what I communicated, because I mean, after almost 23 years together, I think he gave me what I communicated, and what a lot more than I asked for. So, hey, I'm grateful.
He really knows how to win me over. No, I'm joking, but I'm serious, because when we have that relationship with God, and we talk to him, and we kind of like really show our vulnerabilities and all that stuff, God knows what we need. Let me just say this. God knows what we have need of before we even know.
Ask for it. Yep.
He knows
You
that.
already know.
But the fact that you are communicating with him, it's the relationship building for me.
Yeah, he's just waiting for you to.
He's waiting for you to ask. He's waiting for you to ask, and the fact that he already has somebody in your plan and in your pathway. You may ask for somebody, or this picture person of a husband, of a wife, but God gives you so much more.
Yep.
I don't know if I really. I knew what I desired. Okay, I knew that. I think I shared with you all that I didn't have a very good role model in the marriage space. As married couples, my parents were divorced, and my parents' divorce was not an easy one. It was a lot of bickering. There was a lot of things there was a lot of miscommunication, right? There was a lot of things there. And so my role models in that was the bickering,
mine was the exact opposite. I mean, my parents, they stayed together. They separated, but they never divorced. But I always tell Monica that my role model was my next door neighbor, Mr. and Mrs. Boone, because they was my role model as far as looking at a marriage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and so as I learned, and even even though my inner circle was not, I didn't have that. I started looking at, and y'all, if y'all know me, I am an observer. I observe people. I observe their behaviors. I observe their character. I observe all that, right? And so I may be kind of, in the background, but I'm observing situations, right? And so I observed another couple that I was like, oh, I really, really admire their marriage. And it was our pastor.
Our pastor and his wife.
Yep. Now, and I'm not saying that everything was easy and everything was a rose garden. I get it. Because, listen, I don't know their struggles. I don't know. But what I saw was something that I was like, okay.
There's very good role model.
This is what marriage, in my mind, marriage was supposed to look like. We have struggles, we have issues, but we're able to come back and just share with each other, because in this space, in this earthly sense, my husband is my best friend. And so, I share with him a lot of things. And he shares with me. We grow together, we learn each other. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest. Not all the time I wanted to share with him.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There were instances where he worked my nerves. Seriously.
Yeah.
And we have to learn that we are our own individual person.
Yeah, we are.
And there are instances where we may have to separate. Not separate from our marriage, but separate to go have our own individual spaces
or time.
And I think with the expectation that you present earlier on, that it'll be easy to do. He knows that I need moments by myself, and I know he needs moments by himself. And it's okay. But when we come together, we're good. People tell us that we're characters. And I think marriage is I think once you learn and once you develop that relationship with each other and individually, you'll be able to be a character as well. Yep. You'll end up, I hear often, all the time, that people say, I don't like my spouse. What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean? That's do you like me?
Yeah, I like you, but I
didn't say love. You better say love. I didn't say love. I said, do you like me?
Yeah, I like you, but that's if you don't like your spouse, that's a little that'll open up a whole bunch of.
It does. I'm like,
how can you conversation?
How can you not like your spouse? And I think expectations.
But
I think expectations.
If you're saying you don't like your spouse.
What's the real issue?
What's really going on?
What's going on?
And then it goes back what we started this conversation with. That goes back to communication. Are y'all even talking?
Yeah. Are you allowing? This is a good one. Are you allowing other people to come in the midst of your circle when they should not be? When your husband should be?
Yeah.
When your wife should be?
Yep.
That's the thing. Are you allowing other people to tell you what you should do
in your
marriage and not first seek God?
Yep.
And then draw together. That's a loaded question.
Yeah, it is.
That's a loaded question, because for somebody to say that they don't like their spouse, what does that mean? What does that mean? Now, that again, like we said before, there are instances where we get on each other's nerves. I know I get on his nerves. I know that.
I just shake my head. That's all I do. and smile. That's it. Hey.
I know I get on his nerves. I know, because some of the things that I think it comes out, and he just has to just look at me.
Yeah, shake my head. That's all.
But I get it. Marriage is about growing together. That's what that is.
Yep.
Growing together. You are one. You are one. When you take that covenanted oath in front of God, I don't care about anybody else, but in front of God, and when you say this is the person that you're going to be with, that is a covenant bond. God don't play about the covenant. He don't play about the covenant. I hope y'all hear me. He don't play about the covenant. And so when that is something that you do, then you grow together, you learn together. You grow together.
Grow together, learn together, build together.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, before I met this man, I didn't realize I had so many pet peeves. I'm serious. I didn't realize, but I'm telling you, God had to work with me about that.
Mm.
There is compromise. There are things that, because he didn't grow up the way I grew up.
No.
He didn't. His parenting style is different from mine.
Yeah.
I had to learn to bite my tongue.
Yeah.
I had to learn.
Yeah, you did.
And sometimes I got it. Sometimes I didn't. Seriously, because I know there were things that I said to him that I'm like, Monica, why would you say that? But again, I had to learn. God was dealing with me, and it's okay. It's okay. He still loves me regardless.
But at the same time, your wife may say something, or your spouse, your spouse, wife,
you said it right. Your wife may say something.
Your wife may say something that you might not like, but you just grin and bear it and just like, okay, I ain't gonna ask about it. You don't want to ask about it when she say it. Just go back to her like, what you mean by that? Mm-hmm. By the time, because she may have said something to you, and they got you heated, and I ain't got time to be arguing with nobody. Forget that. I'll go back and ask later. I ain't gonna argue with nobody. That's wasted energy. I always told you I always told you during these podcasts, if you arguing with your spouse, it's wasted energy.
It is.
All that confusing and commotion and arguing. At the end of the day, it don't solve anything.
Right, you're still stuck where you are.
Yep, y'all still together.
With no solution, no.
I saw something on the internet the other day. I thought it was hilarious, but the girl was like, "We together. You can be mad with me, but you better turn over there and go to sleep, cause I ain't going nowhere and you ain't going nowhere. You stuck with me." So I was like, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, people may say, yeah. Again, that's an expectation.
Yep.
And we're talking about expectation. That's an expectation. Like, it don't matter what you do.
And don't go to bed, man.
That part. I was getting there.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you do, what you say to me. What you say to me. In the midst of, because that means I understand that we are going to say things to each other that we're not going to like. I get it. But it don't matter what you say to me as long as you don't call me outside my name.
You ain't worried about me doing that. I ain't got time for that.
But you see what I'm saying? It don't matter what you say to me. Listen, you go over there, you cool off, and we'll come back and we'll talk like we civilized adults. But we've got people out here that don't do that.
No, they don't do that. They get all heated and
then they go to bed angry. And the word says, "Do not let the sun go down with you being angry." I'm paraphrasing. That's in the word. I looked that up.
Then they want to get physical.
They want to get physical.
No. I ain't doing 72 hours for nobody.
I wish you. You better kill me. But I say that. But seriously, that's an expectation. We got to learn to set expectations. We got to learn to not settle. Listen, God loves us. Listen, I have spoken in other spaces and I have said, listen, God loves us with an everlasting love. It's all throughout the word. Every time he turns around, he's calling us beloved. He's calling us my child. He's calling us my daughter, my son, all my brother, all of that. He has claimed us as our own. And my goodness, don't settle. If somebody calls you out of your name,
you don't need to be with them.
You don't need to be with that person. And I'm very passionate of that.
Because that might turn into something else. It might turn into abuse.
Understand the red flag. Set expectations early. Set standard. If you don't know what your standard should be, you need to seek God. And
tell your spouse, if you don't talk to me like that, I won't talk to you like that.
There you go.
And you can't get no plain simple than that.
There you go. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now, before I was saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost, I had a mouth on me. I did. I had a but again, I had to learn. I didn't want that. That was not something that I wanted to continue going forward. I wanted to be married. Well, I take that back. No, I didn't want to be married. I didn't, because around me was chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I had one marriage filled with adultery, filled with having children outside of wedlock, me wanting to go fight them. I had another one that was filled with hate and animosity because of what they thought somebody else. It was chaos. I didn't have a good thought process. I didn't. Yeah. But what I did know, if I did decide to get married, that's not what I wanted for my marriage.
Right.
So I had to learn. I had to change my behavior.
Yep.
I had to change my thinking. I had to become.
And only you can make that decision.
I had to be healed. I had to be empowered. I had to be resilient in that. I had to do all those things. And if you need to understand how to do that, you need to contact me. Contact me. I will show you how to do that. I will show you how to get back into yourself. I will show you how to become the person that God has called you to be. I will show you how to become her. So I knew that I did not want that for my marriage. And so, yes, there was some growing pains. There was me being vulnerable. There was me not liking people
You always want to try to do better.
Me.
Better by yourself.
Yourself.
You want to do better. Because you look at, start of every year, you look at it every start every year, you look at what can I do better to improve myself.
There you go. Oh, and that's good. We do that in our marriage.
Yep. What can I do better?
What can we do married?
Lord, better.
Married. Oh, I damn talk. What can we do better?
Yep.
We have an evaluation, especially around our anniversary day. And I asked, okay, honey, what is it about this year that was different what about this year that was different? We've been married for 19 years. 19 years this year?
December. Yep.
In December. I feel like I've been saying 19 years for the longest. When we gonna get to 20?
Oh, you'll get there next year.
You looking forward to it, aren't you?
Hey, you get there next year.
Look, so all those things, right? I feel like that we want to do better, and you expect to do better, right?
Yep.
You set those expectations early, and don't settle. Don't settle. God didn't settle about you. He loves you. Again, he loves you with an everlasting love.
No matter what.
No matter what we're going through, he still loves you. No matter what hoops you put on him, he still loves you.
Yep, he does.
And some of us may be hard. That may be hard for us to believe. Some of it because we are dealing with the guilt and the shame and all that stuff. But listen, God doesn't have any condemnation. That is not God. But what he will do, convict you. And he will want you to do better to change that behavior.
Yep.
And so if you want to be healed in that aspect, reach out.
You gotta ask.
You gotta ask for it.
You gotta ask for it.
You gotta ask God.
And
allow him to show you the path that you need to go.
And allow him to come into your heart.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that is what we're talking. We're talking about expectations. We're talking about setting standards. We're talking about setting goals. And so when you're out here dating people and you see red flags that don't align with the expectations.
Your expectation?
No.
You need to step out of that situation.
Step out that situation. And it's okay. It is okay. You don't have to allow somebody to treat you differently just because you want a relationship.
Right.
Listen, you don't. You are better than that. We are better than that. We are loved. And let me be clear. It does not happen overnight.
Yeah, take time.
It does not happen. If you think that it's a quick fix, if you think that it's something because I'm going to tell you, I was really wretched. I was going down a different path that I did not want to go. And then I allowed God to plant the seed. And he's just waiting.
Hear what she said. She said she allowed, not forcefully, allowed God to plant the seed.
I was tired.
That means you gotta want to change it, and you gotta want to do it, and you gotta want to do it with all your being and all your heart, and move forward.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be like not going to be so easy. It's not gonna be easy. There are gonna be instances where you're wanting to revert back to that behavior.
Yep.
It is, but understand that's why you need the ability. You need to be around people that's going to push you to be better. And so if you have a relationship, or you're in a relationship that does not meet your expectation and doesn't meet your standard, then that's something that you need to talk to God and allow Him to show you what that is.
Or get out their relationship. Simple as that.
Simple. Trust me. The phrase that said I could do bad by myself. Heck, you can do great by yourself. Great. Why? Because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. That's good to me. You can do great things.
All the time.
All the time. All the time. So, y'all, understand that you are loved. Set your expectations. Understand that your expectation is in God. And if God tells you to do certain things,
then do it.
Do it. Is it going to be difficult? His desires for us are unfathomable. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Unfathomable.
Yeah.
I have to ask.
That's the right word.
Because I will make up a word because it makes sense. But it is unfathomable. I mean, meaning that is something that we don't understand.
Yep.
Because the desire that He wants for us, and I'm not just talking about women, I'm talking about men too. He desires for you all to be leaders. He desires for you all to be the head of the household. We have our mindset thinking that the women's supposed to be the head of the household.
No.
You're out of alignment. You're out of alignment. I'm not saying that we don't have our own way of thinking and we don't have our own mind. No.
Not saying that at all.
Not saying that at all. But you have to understand what the covering is. God covers the man. And because you are with the man, you are covered as well.
Yep.
Understand the alignment. Set your expectations. And listen, boundaries. Yep. When you set your expectations
your boundaries
and your standards, that's a no nonsense. That's a.
In other words, set your boundaries. If they break the boundary, or he or she break the boundary, that's a no starter. That's when you got to step away. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
And
you know why it's gonna be difficult?
You gotta protect your peace.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Protect your peace. I didn't say go with the peace. I said protect your peace. Your peace is found in God. Listen, this marriage thing is work. I started off earlier in different spaces and said marriage is hard. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by hard, because it's not hard meaning what you're thinking, but it takes work.
Work and time. And consistency. You gotta be consistent.
So if you set your standard, set your expectation, know what your standards are, and then you will set the boundaries will come because you've already got that in place. Your relationships are going to thrive. And hey, not everybody need to have access to you.
Right.
Not everybody. I learned that, and I kind of took that from somebody. And I was like, oh, that is so true. Not everybody needs access.
Yep. Keep your circle small. I live by that anyway. I got a small circle, and I always told Monica that I always had a small circle. Never been the one to have a big circle because I don't need all that attention on me.
So listen, I love y'all. We're gonna end here. Y'all catch us later. We're gonna take a little rest break. We're believing
But we'll be
God
back.
is telling us that we need to kind of rest. We need to really dive in and to just allow Him to show us how this is going to be. Listen, we love y'all. Y'all comment, like, subscribe. If you
Make a comment.
If you need anything, look, I'm putting my information below. If you need to just have a conversation, my information will be below on how to do that. Schedule some time with me. Look, I want everybody to be healed. I want everybody to be empowered. We are resilient in that. And what that means, we can become her.
And again, if you got a specific topic that you want to talk about, you can let us know that too in the comments.
We will.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. And listen, you never know. We may invite you up on the stage. And you get to have
your say.
Coaching with us. I love it. Listen, we love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you for sharing and commenting and watching Marriage Unscripted Podcast.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. No perfect script tonight, just your truth in mind. Hair up, mask off, baby. We can take our time. You say what's stung, I listen. I say what I need. Two hearts in the open, that's where love can breathe. Tell me what you mean.